Good morning, guys. Welcome to our channel. We have been overrun with raccoons and coyotes, so we're going to spend these next few weeks seeing if we can't thin them out a little bit so they don't mess us up too bad. So we actually remember we found those 4 raccoon traps. We spent some time, we cleaned them all up, we fixed them, and we were able to set 3 of them out yesterday, and then we bought 3 coyote traps. So we set 3 coyote traps yesterday. So we got 3 and 3, and we're about to check them for the first time. They set one night. Okay, so we're coming up on the first trap. Y'all remember where it was? It was right up here by this junk, huh? I want to see if we got something. It's going to be interesting. It's right up here by the junk. What y'all think?
I see a raccoon.
We got one?
Yep.
Yep, our very first trap. And we got us a trash panda. That's a pretty small one. I think it's a young one. But just like we thought, we had all this pile of wood and metal. We figured they had something living in there, huh?
Yeah.
Now don't get too close because those suckers are mean. But you could see he looks pretty mad, and we got his hand stuck in that little trap.
He's so cute.
So I'm gonna shoot him with the 22, and then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with him. I think we have some options. We could cook him. Y'all think Mom would eat him?
No.
Probably not, huh? We could make a hat out of his fur.
Oh yeah.
A coonskin cap.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
We could bury him for fertilizer around our trees. Or we could use them for coyote bait by our coyote traps. All right, so we got to our first coyote trap and we don't have anything, huh? Let's see if anything messed with it. It's right there by these logs and stuff, so
Far
it looks like nothing messed with it. So you see our bait holes. You can see kind of where the trap was. So nothing came by, so oh well. Let's the raccoon trap's pretty close to the next one. Let's just walk up there and see if we got a raccoon in it. Come on. You think raccoons are easier to catch than coyotes?
Yeah.
They actually are, because I've caught a lot of raccoons. Remember at our other house when they come get our chickens and stuff?
Oh yeah. Right there.
Yeah, I see the trap. So it looks like nothing set it off. Let's see if they ate our bait. See this nice little trail here. So it looks like nothing messed with this one. I still see all the bait. It's still set. So we're gonna leave this one alone, and I'll come check it in the morning. I know y'all got school, but I'll come check them in the morning for y'all, okay? All right, so 2 raccoon traps. We have 1 raccoon, 1 coyote trap, 0 coyotes. Let's go check. Remember, we got those 2 coyote traps close to each other by the next spot. Huh? First, we got the raccoon trap was right up in here somewhere. You see it, Levi?
Yeah, I see it. Looks like they knocked it over.
Definitely knocked over. Let's look close at it. Okay, so something was definitely here. It ate all of our bait and it's triggered. So something was here and it got away. That's unusual. I don't usually have that happen. So, but these were those old traps, so the springs might be weak. What we're going to do is we're going to reset it again. If we have another one that gets out of that trap, we're going to throw that trap away, because remember we ordered some new ones, so we have more.
I think we give that one 3 tries.
But yeah, we're gonna give it another try for sure, but something definitely messed with it. Now this spot, this is where I see the coyotes all the time on our property right here. That whenever I'm checking the cows, I see them crossing this thing all the time. Let's go see if we something messed with our trap. So I don't see anything in our trap, but this is how we know this is a good spot. We got the coyote poop, and it's just full of hair. What kind of hair y'all think that is?
Rabbit.
It's probably rabbit, but it kind of looks like they got some deer hair and stuff in there too. I'm not too sure, but look, they got more coyote turds right here.
That's new.
So we know this is a good spot.
That's new. We didn't see that one last time.
So we got a trap right here. Ooh, I can smell the bait. Y'all smell it?
Yeah.
But nothing messed with it, but we know the coyotes are around
Looks
here.
like just a deer track, like right on top of it.
I don't. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. Something might have messed with it, but you know what might have happened to us? I didn't really think about this. It got so cold, the ground might have froze. So one might have stepped on it and the ground was frozen. It wouldn't have pressed the pan down, huh? I don't know. Let's go see. We got one more trap to check, huh?
I don't really think it rained last night. Oh, there's a
It didn't rain, but the ground was kind of wet.
light.
Let's see. I don't think I see a coyote in this one, but we could just go look at it and see if something messed with it, huh? Let's see. Look, I see more coyote turds. Look at that. They're everywhere around here. Yeah, so we know there's definitely a lot of coyotes in this area. Okay, so here's the trap. No coyote. Let's see if anything messed around. Something actually messed around with this one a little bit. Well, you see how that dirt's moved? And right behind the trap where the bait was. So something's been around this one a little bit. So he's probably gonna come back. He didn't dig the trap up, so I think we're still good. But I got high hopes. I'm thinking tomorrow morning, we're gonna have us a coyote, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, one raccoon, it's not too bad. No coyotes.
Salad.
Because we're only like a couple months away from our calving season, so
What is it?
that's our tire tracks. See, our cows are going to start having calves in March, so it's only a couple months away.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to get rid of all the coyotes, but if we kind of thin them out a little bit, then hopefully they won't eat any of our calves, because I've been seeing them around the field a lot. Like they're just waiting for a baby calf to be born, and they're going to gobble it up. So that's kind of why we're going to catch them this year, and then we'll leave them alone for the rest of the year. But right before we have our calves, we're going to try to catch a few and thin them out.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go figure out what we're going to do with that raccoon. We're going to rebait the traps and see if we can't catch some more tomorrow. So setting these raccoon traps is pretty easy. You can see it takes a little bit of grip strength, so the boys aren't strong enough to do them yet, but in a year or two, I think Levi will be able to set them. You got a little trigger on them. Basically, all you got to do is squeeze it down, set the little trip mechanism like that. Now I'm gonna stuff this in the ground and we're gonna pour some bait on it. So we use, it's mostly cat food, but I put a little bit of grape jello on it, and it kind of gives it a little bit stronger scent, so they can find it pretty easy. So I sprinkle a little bit in it, a little bit around it, and hopefully we got us a raccoon in the morning, whatever got away from us this time. Hey guys, it's the next day. I don't have Levi and David with me today, but I came to check the traps without them, and right now I'm at the trap where we had the spring and a miss where we didn't catch one. Well, we ended up catching him today. So I don't think we have a problem with the trap. I think we just had a smart coon. So that would be our catch number 2. So he actually has both hands down in that trap. So I'm gonna get him taken care of and then reset this trap, and I will be on my way to work. So I know trapping is probably one of those things that's a little bit on the controversial side, but for us, we're not looking at annihilation. We're just looking at a little bit of population control. You know, the raccoons, our area isn't really known for having many turkeys or quail, but historically it did, and we've seen a few on our property of both. So mostly the turkeys. And my friend's a biologist for Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. He said as of now they don't have any known successful broods of turkeys in Ascension Parish, but there are a few stray birds, and one of the things he did recommend to help turkey populations in our area was raccoons #1 and wild hogs #2. And so we're going to try to do a little bit of control on both and see if we can't make a difference and get just a couple more turkeys on our land, because we do have a lot of edge property with thickets and all, which is kind of what the turkeys need. We have big mature timber. We have some sections of open wood, so we have the right habitat for them. We just need to probably reduce some predator control and see if we can't get some improvement. And coyotes do have a little bit of impact, but they're more on mature birds, not necessarily brooding birds. I don't know all the specifics, but that's the other thing he said, was work on the coyotes a little bit, but around nesting time. So I know you can't eliminate coyotes and they normally come back pretty quick, but if you trap them at just the right time, you can remove them and have some success with your birds. And it also helps a little bit with deer. And then I have the added benefit of having cows that are going to be calving around the same time. So if we could just temporarily knock down the population on the coyotes, it may help a little bit. So we'll see. I still haven't caught a coyote, but it's only been 2 nights. We'll give it a little bit more time and then we may change strategies if we can't catch any. But there's fresh sign around, so I know they're here. And maybe we'll get lucky and catch one. But anyway, we're gonna work pretty good on the raccoons. I think we got quite a few we've got to eliminate here on this property. So they've gotten bold enough where in the last month, I think I've killed 3 during broad daylight. Like doing my cow checks, they'll be running across the fields and stuff, which tells me we're probably pretty high. And then I haven't been deer hunting much, but my brother said where he's putting bait out for deer, he's got days where he'll see 8 or 10 raccoons come out to eat his corn in daylight. So I think we're pretty overrun with the raccoons. So I don't feel too bad. We're gonna try to put them all to some kind of use, but we definitely got to thin them out just a little bit. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you on the next one.